Jimmy Kimmel is back on ABC hosting his show as of last night, and Donald Trump is losing his mind and threatening to sue, which is interesting because we were told ABC's short lived decision to get rid of Kimmel was only a business decision. Why would Trump be suing then if Trump has nothing to do with Jimmy Kimmel and ABC? It doesn't really make sense. We're going to hear from Jimmy Kimmel's monologue in a moment. But first, I want to put up on the screen Donald Trump's Truth Social post about this, where he says, quote, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled." Oh, so the White House is in touch with the network. "Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, who puts the network in jeopardy? By playing 99% positive Democrat garbage. He is yet another arm of the DNC. And to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we're going to test ABC out on this." That's a threat right there. That's a lawsuit threat. Trump continuing, "Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings." So again, if this was merely the business decision MAGA told us it was, why is Trump now threatening to sue? But there is a serious, like a Streisand effect here. I could not care less about Jimmy Kimmel's show and other late night shows. I haven't watched these shows in 15 years. There's occasionally something funny. Sometimes I'll get a clip of something that we use on this show. But all of a sudden, I'm eagerly awaiting Jimmy Kimmel's monologue last night, which we're going to look at in a moment. And all of a sudden, I'm following, well, ABC is putting the show back on the air, but our next star station's going to broadcast it. Our Sinclair station's going to broadcast it. What's Trump's reaction going to be? Is the White House going to take an official position on all of this? And so this is incredible because it has given, it's hard to put a dollar figure on it, but it has given millions in new audience to Jimmy Kimmel, who now all of a sudden feel like they have a stake. And in a moment, you're going to hear Jimmy Kimmel even say, this really isn't about his show. Like in the grand scheme of things, Jimmy Kimmel's show isn't what matters here. What matters is, do we live in a country where the White House and the president can influence what shows are on the air, and where they try to suppress speech or suppress criticism or suppress satire and making fun of a president, things which the Supreme Court, by the way, have found and reinforced are completely legal and constitutional and really part of the fabric that this country was built on. So Donald Trump being triggered, Donald Trump losing it, yes, it's a reminder that clearly the government is involved. Yes, it's a reminder that Donald Trump has an extraordinarily thin skin. Yes, it's a reminder that the basic pillars on which this country was built, which include, on the one hand, due process, on the other hand, states' rights and federal supremacy as appropriate, which Donald Trump is totally demolishing, and also free speech and freedom of the press. All of those basic pillars are being smashed. They are being destroyed by this president and by this administration. And so on the one hand, I love it when Trump is triggered. He's triggered so often. He's triggered so easily. But on the other hand, Jimmy Kimmel's financially independent. He's going to be fine no matter what happens to his show. The question is, in what ways is this going to be used to intimidate, to suppress other speech, and to limit the diversity of the voices that we hear? So Trump losing it, let's now go to Jimmy Kimmel's monologue. I don't have a cat myself, but many friends and family do. And lately they have all been talking about Smalls. So when Smalls came on as a sponsor, I wanted to learn more. Smalls is a fresh take on cat food because their recipes are protein packed, made with ingredients you would actually recognize from your own fridge. No preservatives, nothing artificial, real food made for cats. That's why cats.com and Forbes both named it best overall cat food. Friend of mine recently mentioned their cat seems excited when the Smalls boxes show up. They tried putting it side by side with the old food. The cat went straight for Smalls, which is a pretty good sign. For a limited time, my audience gets 60% off your first Smalls order plus free shipping. Just go to smalls.com and use the code Pakman. The link is in the description.